something completely different.
This is Shug Jordan, coach of the Auburn Tigers.
Say what?
No.
It's pronounced
Jordan.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
This is Shug Jordan, football coach of the Auburn Tigers.
Oh, we love it so much.
Gets me every time.
We love it, frankly, because it makes Ron so uncomfortable. Oh.
Just take your wedding ring off.
I don't know that that's the answer.
Jimmy, I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
You need to stay in the being funny mode and not in the marital advice mode, okay?
I didn't mean, anyway.
This isn't one of those 2 states away deals.
Yeah,
right? Come on.
This is Las Vegas.
Although sometimes what happens here does need to stay here. Unfortunately, here is out over the airwaves and on the worldwide internet web. But Jeremy Henderson from the War Eagle Reader, it's pronounced Jordan, are wildly popular.
Wildly. That's what I hear.
Absolutely. Well, because I said it. And that's why. Every Thursday for a half hour or as long as I can put up with him, we talk with Jeremy Henderson, he of the War Eagle Reader, the most unique look inside the world that is Auburn. Jeremy, we have talked about mascots. We've talked about Rolling Tumors Corner. We've talked about naked people. We have really.
Have we ever?
And then we talked some
and
more
about
about
streaking.
And
we talked about
that's right, and streaking.
And there was that streak there.
Yeah.
Talked about laundromats in Dallas.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. What do we got? What do we got on the docket today? What have you brought for our listening pleasure here?
Well, 2 weeks back, I said something about you asked me what was coming up, and I said eagle attacks.
Yes, that's right. I forgot about the eagle attacks.
Right, and then the streaking thing happened.
And it just and by the way, it took precedent as it should have.
It did. Right. And but I thought we would.
Some things you just need to be front and center, if you know what I'm saying.
Right. Eagle attack. I'm sure there were some. Well, there we go. So I thought we'd go back to it. I brought my notes this time. Last time I didn't have any.
Well, you didn't
it was so ingrained.
Well, you didn't need any last week.
And so, so I'm glad you're here again. Now, wait, before I get to it, somebody asked me today, when are we going to get Ron Anders on Twitter? Right? They were talking about it.
All right, thank you.
And then Rich tells me, he's like, well, he never, how could he tweet about hot tamale? How many, tweets could he do about hot tamales? And then, that
That's kind of a shallow version of who I am.
You're
thinking that I'm just about hot tamales. I mean, I really appreciate Rich believing in what I bring to the show, that's what would be all I would tweet about.
Well, he said you'd rejected Facebook and you barely texted, but every time I come in here, you're just staring at that thing and you're not getting excited about my notes that I'm bringing and everything. And
Jeremy.
I bring these for you
Jeremy,
because I know you're going to know some of these.
It's a challenge, buddy. I don't get excited because you walk through the door. I get excited when you produce something, okay?
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Right. Let's
Man,
I know your grandparents.
Coach Anders just made an appearance, ladies and gentlemen.
Coach.
Wow.
That was good. That
Man.
was exciting. It was inspirational.
We were talking about Coach Tolbert earlier, so it just kind of came at him. Boom, bam. All right, so eagle attacks.
Well, that's the first thing we're going to get to.
All right.
And maybe, if you
attacked
recall
our
this.
eagle?
Oh, no. The eagle attacked. And I'm not talking about some
about
of this.
the boys in Northport that shot the eagle this week?
No.
Not that story?
No. Were
No,
they
wait
in
a
North?
minute.
Was it Northport?
Now wait a minute.
It was
Are
somewhere
you
in
talking?
Tuscaloosa County.
Are you talking about Auburn's eagle?
Tiger
Attacked somebody?
Oh, yeah. He attacked a freaking football player is what he did.
Please tell me it was an opposing player.
Oh, yeah. And I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about
that is just too perfect.
Can we trade him to do that some more?
That is
right. Well, we're not talking about this stuff of last season with Spirit,
No.
dive bombing the crowds and scaring kids in luxury boxes. The Eagle's going to come eat me, and he's can't come back to an Auburn game.
Boy, that was kind of creepy.
We're not talking about that. No, back at in '76.
Okay.
What was our record?
1976.
I would say our record that year, that would have been maybe the
Barfield's
last year,
first year.
Barfield's first year. I'm going to say that record was about 4-6.
4-7. Very good.
How about that? I'm telling you, it's encyclopedic.
Very good.
It is encyclopedic, my friends.
It was a bad year, and anyway, and it kind of this, I guess, plays into it. I'd never heard this thing, but somebody a while back sent me this thing. He's like, I remember this book, growing up. It was called like the Football Hall of Shame or something like that. And it had a silliest performances by mascots category, right? And so there's this bit in here, and a few people have actually verified it. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about that, right? So there was a guy.
That's Jeremy's research, by the way. That's
right,
how we confirm stories. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
No, I mean people were like, oh right, and they had a few details.
Okay,
right. Which didn't necessarily, anyway.
They didn't match up,
right.
but it still made for a great read.
I mean, they called us liars.
This is why I love this segment.
Right, and so Florida had this dude named Wes Chandler.
Do you cross-check your
all right,
references?
Wes Chandler.
No, you just tell me something. I'm gonna run with it. This is rewriting Auburn history. This is not. I mean, the way it should have been. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Okay. All right.
What kind of background do you do on your guest, Rich?
Background?
Don't do a background.
Don't do meth. That's what we say. All right. So
Wes Chandler. You remember
this is 1976
for Florida?
Chandler. Yes.
Wes Chandler,
wide receiver. I believe he was number 89.
Good Lord. Okay, so Wes
Very
Chandler.
elusive.
Good
Right.
grief.
Yeah. Well, except when it comes to humans, he was elusive.
Birds of prey were all over him.
We're playing Florida down in Florida in '76, and Wes Chandler scores the winning touchdown, right? And anyway, so what had happened was all of a sudden when that happens, Tiger swoops down and attacks him, like after the eagle attacks Chandler.
Did he run off the end zone near where Tiger was on his?
Yeah, it's
stand?
kind of like I envision it kind of like that whole Gerard Powers. Like
with the dog.
the police dog thing, only the eagle takes off the perch and goes at him. And sadly, nobody's got their cell phones and their things and taking this. But surely to God, I thought it's probably because it wasn't in Auburn, right? That that nobody would have been. I haven't seen a photo. And the one guy was like, I swear I remember seeing a photo in the book, but it's not in there. It's some drawing of like an eagle or something. But
so
anyways,
taking somebody's word.
It's an artist's conception of what
we've got quotes from the players.
Okay, all right, go ahead.
Okay,
I didn't know.
Nobody from Auburn could stop Chandler, commented Florida's sports information director John Humanick. Even the bird tried and failed. Normally, the war eagle remained placidly on its perch during Auburn games, acting more like a turkey on a Valium diet.
Wow.
than a daring bird of prey. I don't know.
This is the sports guy. This is a sports guy from Auburn. From Florida.
No. This is some Yahoo writing this stupid football Hall of Shame book. Has the caricatures of like Joe Namath and crap. You know what I mean? Like on it.
All right.
So this is a guy trying to be funny.
Right. Okay. Trying to be, but I mean,
I don't think he's very funny. Right now.
That was uncalled for.
Absolutely.
Valium. Tiger would never.
No. Xanax, maybe. but
Valium,
not.
Come on, Valium.
Maybe a little Adderall.
Right.
Survey says Thorazine. I don't know.
Well, but against Florida and Gainesville, the Eagle grew increasingly agitated as Chandler tore through the Auburn secondary.
As anyone would.
In the second quarter, right, he's doing all this great blah blah blah. But with time running out in the fourth quarter, Florida still trailed the Tigers 19-17 when Chandler took an Auburn punt and ran it back for what appeared to be the go-ahead score. But a clip brought the ball back, right? And then the Gators started again from their own 20. On the very next play, recalled Chandler, I caught a slant in pass over the middle, reversed my field 3 or 4 times, and went 80 yards to the entire Auburn secondary for a touchdown.
Nice.
This one counted, and we went ahead. No, it's not. Well, yeah. The last Auburn defender who had a shot at me dove and missed. When I looked back, he was facing the ground, blah, 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 pounding his fist on the turf in frustration.
AstroTurf. In
just
Gainesville.
Yeah.
AstroTurf. Why do you have AstroTurf in Florida?
Just about that time, I heard a loud squawk, and the bird bit me.
Nice.
Scared the heck out of me because I didn't know what it was. It started going peck, peck, peck all over me.
Nice.
It probably would have hurt if I didn't have the pads on. Here were all those Auburn defenders who never touched me, and the mascot was their last chance. This totally sounds fake. It was like it was saying, okay, if you guys can't get them, then I will. I mean, this had to have been written or something. Sure, I said that. This is the best part though.
Okay.
Now, and this just sounds ludicrous, but they have it down. The ref threw a flag. We were assessed a 15-yard penalty for illegal participation by the mascot.
That's
On
awesome.
the ensuing kickoff. Now, do you know anything about illegal participation by mascots?
Where's Housel? Get Housel on the phone.
Well,
he would know about this.
Now listen. We saw in basketball where that cheerleader, tossed the ball up at the end of the game, thinking that the game was over.
Illegal participation,
and it was illegal participation by a dopey cheerleader.
Scottish. Right. So it just seems wild because illegal participation. It was after the play. I mean, if he scored the touchdown,
that's crazy.
I mean, it just seems
Surely
wild.
that didn't happen.
Can I just say though, for the record, the idea that Tiger just totally went after somebody is kind of cool.
No, I know. Yeah, it is.
I shouldn't.
Have you seen those
like
videos
that.
where they train these eagles and they let them go and they attack the deer and the fox and
they're
rabbits.
raptors.
Yeah.
That's what they are. They're raptors. They are hunting birds. That's what they do.
And instead of like the little piece of meat or whatever that we like trail, when he flies down, and we should just we could do like
a
opposing
gator.
players.
Isn't that why they keep
just
the
tell
little,
them, hey, come on out here.
It's like we'd like to welcome you to the
a fake coin toss. You know what I mean? And it's like some he tosses some jerky in the air by accident. Oh God.
guys out in the middle of the field. Why
Laugh
am I all
into
by
the
my,
mic so it doesn't
Why
sound-
am I all by myself?
Right.
Out in the middle of the field.
An
Where'd
honorary-
everybody go?
Honorary. Right. Anyway, so I always thought that was fascinating. And the 15-yard penalty being the best part.
That's hysterical.
And you would think there would be a picture. There'd be, something.
That's funny.
But
that's
it happens.
That reminds me.
It
of
happened.
the Bulldog went after Robert Baker.
Oh yeah.
Right,
yeah.
right. Yeah, that
Same
thing, and
kind
then
of
exactly.
Except they got a picture of that. I'd love to have a picture of the eagle just going at this guy.
If you type in Auburn on YouTube, like the biggest Auburn-related video ever is that Gerard Powers getting things like 10 million.
Thank you, Georgia fans. All right, more of It's Pronounced Jordan when we come back right here on The Drive. Stick with us.